To Helena Huang, a China economist at ICBC Standard Bank. Thanks for being with us on the programme, Helena. So this looks like good news for the somewhat troubled property sector. How will it affect homeowners and potential home buyers?
Yeah, pleasure to join today. So essentially, I think today's move of the LPR rate that mimic very well of the previous cut we've seen on the LMF rate announced earlier this week. So this is pretty much within a market's expectation. And because this time, not only the 1 year LPR rate was down by 10 bips, the 5 year also were cut by 5 bips as well. So that means for homeowners, whoever is applying for mortgage for the banks, they will have a slightly cheaper rate to pay for. That's clearly encouraging. And at the same time, they also help to restore or revive sentiment, particularly for the real estate developers, as those who are with a slightly healthier balance sheet, who want to apply for credits or apply for additional loans from the bank, they will probably get a slightly less burden as well as on the back of this lower lending benchmark rate. But overall speaking, I think the cut itself has more meaning in terms of restoring or reviving the sentiment in the domestic market rather than injecting loads of liquidity directly into the market itself.
So you think this will boost sentiment then? Do you think this could usher in a new boom in the housing market?
I think overall speaking, the rhetoric around housing is for living, not for speculating, that still didn't change at all. And although the Evergrande stories or the other defaulting stories are off the radar at the moment, the story itself hasn't ended at this stage. So therefore, it's very difficult to foresee another booming sort of section of the real estate sectors to come through. It's more about perhaps we are right now at the really very bottom of the cycle itself, and the sentiment was really very sort of on the pessimistic side towards year end, last year end. Therefore, right now, on the back of this policy marginal easing stance, we are hopefully going to see a bit of improvement in the sentiment going forward, and activities are likely to pick up a little bit as well. But having said that, that doesn't really mean that we are expecting to see another booming session to come through. It's just probably a very gradual recovery from the previous downward trend.
Okay, Helena Huang from ICBC Standard Bank, thanks very much indeed for talking to us today. And we'll be